It's another beautiful day on the Southern California beach. No floods, no earthquakes yet, but people coming from all over the world to have a little vacation, especially not only from Europe, but especially from the Arab world, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE. The touristic hub has been changed from the temporary from the Middle East to the United States and New Zealand. Nobody wants to plan their vacation and end up caught in wars or monsoons or floods or earthquakes or on an island by fire. But this is really not a video for weather education. You can get that from what's happening all over the world, especially in the United States. Remember that Texas, for example, always known it's like nothing but a desert. And when you have a couple hours of flood, what will happen, do you think? The water is going to rise and engulf everything. One city in 3 hours flood, because you have about 36 feet of water risen in 3 hours. All the houses engulfed. No preparation whatsoever. No preparation whatsoever that the city has thought will happen. And that's what we are at right now. The lack of preparation. The lack of common sense. We humans never learn the history lesson. The lesson of war. Not only we're talking about nature. We have First World War, Second World War, and now we are on the verge of World War III. Do you think anybody could learn a lesson besides the Japanese? Trying to have world dominance will not benefit you. It doesn't matter if it's Japan, now the wind shifts to the Red Dragon, Rising of the Dragon, to China or Russia, or later on you will hear about the rocket boy, Kim Jong-un. The devil has his own children, and God has his own children. To stop the war, to work harder for peace. I mean, but when you have a crazy mind you deal with, you cannot really even get them to sign something on the table. You know, Mr. Trump, for example, with the leaders of Iran, trying to just have peace in that Middle East that they longed for having it for over 2,000 years. Peace, peace, peace. And they have signed a document for understanding and peace. Then boom, start firing another ship. Well, we change our mind. We're not going to. Well, imagine the United States, World War II, with Hitler. He was ready to cross the border to Russia. But the United States and the European allies saved their ass. They went and liberated the German and all Europe, and now here at it again. Zelensky and Russia, drones, economic structure. Whom do you think in the end is gonna suffer? Think what I am saying to you. Not the leaders. The leaders will be gone. The people. The hardest lesson the Japanese learned, that a whole city with a Hiroshima bomb. And you can't drop a bomb, even in Iran, a nuclear weapon, because it will genocide the whole Middle East. Remember, we're talking about the whole Middle East. It's like between California and New York, less than 2,000 miles, or Houston, Texas, 2,200 miles. All these countries live like a state. Imagine dropping a bomb in one of the California, it will reach genocide the whole United States. Hopefully the toy boy, Kim Jong-un, stops his dream. Because in 45 minutes, this van we know as the blue earth God created all humans to be in will be vanished. Annihilation. So what kind of crabby dream, Mr. Che or Mr. Putin or Kim Jong-un, do you have? You are gonna sooner or later start World War III. It will happen. You wanna invade Taiwan, sir? You did that. 6/16/2026. Then they put it on hold. They were ready for them. The United States, the European. It would have started World War III, but Mr. Xi and his leaders, army, figured that out. And with a measure, they cannot function. They cannot take Taiwan by them. Put it on hold. It will be a disappointment to Mr. Xi. It will be a disappointment to the Chinese. Mr. Xi will be gone. We'll have another leader because we go back to riding a bicycle like in the 70s or asking the world for rice. You have to think about the people, not to be on the throne. You have a throne for life. How much is going to be your life? You think, just China is going to take over the whole world? The other countries will not have it. Russia is going to take over Ukraine. A vicious pursuit of the devil. Hopeless asshole. That's what the devil is. He thought he wants to take over God's throne. God said, well, if I don't sustain you, you are going down. He said, I will take the chance. He took 1/3 of the angels with him. And they hit them hard. God hit him hard. Michael and his angels. Those angels were supposed to worship the living God. They started a war on heaven, and of course, they went cast out from heaven. Now they brought it to earth. God kicked Adam out, and Satan wants to take, not only by sin, he wants to take Adam, the whole humanity down before he goes to hell and the lake of fire. He's already in hell. He lost. Jesus Christ came, kicked his ass, destroyed him on the cross, came to save us from hell, humanity from hell. He doesn't want us to go to war and then perish in hell. He came to tell us how to do it right. He showed us how. Nobody learned the lessons that Jesus brought here to teach us. Even the lessons of war. Peace is better than war, love better than hate. But the lesson of common sense. I mean, Jesus said if a leader wants to launch a war with another country, with a bigger country, wouldn't he count the cost? And if he is able, and if he is not able, would make a truce with that country, lest they perish and everybody laugh at them. That's what happened to Iran. The United States, the leader of the greatest country on the face of the earth, the most powerful country in the world, a nuclear country like Russia, like China, gave them many chances to sign. Not the truce. A free navigation in the Gulf. Nobody owns the ocean. You have whatever it is. A lot, but free navigation everywhere. Here, United States, in Japan, New Zealand, China, Middle East. Nobody controls the ocean. Unless your country, like in the case of Egypt, you have the Red Sea and they wait for the canal, or Panama Canal. You charge toll, but world navigation, why would you do that? Live and let live. That's a lesson. Never learned the lesson. And now all the HRC, the headquarters, the bridges, it's going to come to a point that, as I said in the earlier report, the people, God said to the people before, when the people start starving, they curse God and they curse the leaders, and the destruction comes in. None of those leaders, Iranian leaders, will be left. The country is completely devastated, destroyed. The bridges, the water, going to the old age, stone age. What do you think they are going to have? They're going to rise and remove them from power. And now back to the old Stone Age life. The people in the end suffer, not the leaders. The leaders will be gone. It doesn't matter, the king will be gone. But God Almighty is reasoning with all of us to put an end to hate and anger, to war. Try to coexist with your neighbor. Try to live in peace. The hardest lesson to learn from war. And we are still at it 6,000 years. That's why Jesus Christ King of Kings and Lord of Lords is coming back to remove that evil power forces and send them to hell as they should belong to. This is the greatest country on the face of the earth, the United States. We declared it on the door. In God we trust. We do what's right, not only for our country but for the rest of the world, to live in peace. But you cannot be a bully to the world and you rise another Hitler in the Middle East or Europe or Russia or China. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Hopefully after this video somebody will listen. God says, whatever you sow, so shall you reap. When you sow evil, what are you gonna reap? Evil. If it's not coming on your country, it will. If it's not coming to your life, it will. That's the law of God. Try to sow peace instead of war, and love instead of hate, and learn to live by a code of the living God. God bless you. Hope you learned something from this.